intention coming to this ceremony?
I don't have an intention just yet. I know that it'll come once Leena opens up the space and takes us through our first guided meditations, but yeah, nothing is on my mind just yet as an intention.
To deepen my connection with country. I know I'm not from here. I was drawn here way before I came to this country. I knew I had to come. I just didn't totally realise what it was until just before I came.
I don't have direct connections with any Indigenous Australians, and I'd love to learn more, and I know that Leena offers some of that.
I love Leena so much and everything she does, and when she first told me about this connection to country ceremony, I instantly knew that I wanted to be a part of it because it made me realise that I have never actually connected to my country. I've lived here my whole life, I've travelled through the outback, and I've been to a lot of amazing sites as a young child and never truly acknowledged the land and the respects to the ancestors.
What made me come to the ceremony? I love what Leena's doing in recognising this country, the people, the First Nation people, and where we're placed in this whole equation. It's like any kind of ceremony, you're not going to know what's going to come out of you and what's going to be said, what you're going to feel.
Just gently wrapping your roots all the way around Mother Earth's core and just feeling what energy comes from her core through your roots back up into your feet, into your body. Feeling the gentle pulsation of her heartbeat, the heartbeat of Mother Earth, the supportive, loving energy, because your heartbeat is her heartbeat.
Connecting to this land now has a deeper meaning for me about the people who were here before me and how they lived and how so much of that history has changed.
The insight from Leena about the totems of the land and hearing about the different regions, like I didn't know about that. Having that knowledge shared was really great because it kind of connected a few things for me in my life and my experiences with some of those animals in this area. So that was really special, like a light bulb moment.
What does connected to country mean to me? I guess that's my foundation, really. That's the big part of my foundation, because if I don't have a connection to country, then what am I connected to? So it's my foundation.
Connection to country, to me, I feel like is the foundation for how we know where we come from, and then that teaches me how I can better take care of myself, how I can look after the land in the best way so that it nourishes me and then I can nourish it with my everyday activities.
Ditto. I mean, I don't come from a very cultural background. You know, I think a couple of generations of living in Australia, but then we were convicts from England, and then if we went back and back and back on both sides of my family, it was Scotland and Ireland, and I don't feel like I have a culture. This is not my land. I live here and I love living here, but I feel like I don't need to have a strong cultural background in order to feel like I belong. And that's something that I've realized within myself here today as well through Leena's guidance, is that this vessel is where I feel home and where I feel connected. And if you are coming from another country and you feel like you don't fit in here and you don't feel like you fit in your own country, that is not a nice feeling, but you can also journey within yourself and know that you can find contentment in being you when you're in your happiest form.
Make it their own. Just make it their own, however way you can do it, whether it's sitting on the dirt, mixing it up with water and parts of yourself and creating something. However you do it, make it your own. because there is no right or wrong way of doing it. We are part of it. We are part of that dirt. We are part of that land. And we mightn't have been born here, but we are part of it.
I would say, firstly, that you belong here. You were born onto this earth as a free man, woman, a child, and inherently you belong. And in Australia, we have such a variety of humans from all over. We all come here with something very, very unique to offer just by being who we are. So you belong in every single way.
I feel like the journey's just begun. I feel like today was a really beautiful and safe way to take my first steps into really figuring out what I want my next steps to be when it comes to connecting to the people that were here on the land and the ancestry and history of the land. I'm yet to journey into that. So it's been really nice to know that I am welcomed here and that there are people out there willing to help guide me into learning more about connecting to the country.
My biggest thing is making sure I'm respectful to the First Nations, because it is where they were born and where they were the caretakers, but I'm still part of country. And I've just got to make sure I do it respectfully.